When your brand is bound inextricably by a single product designed more than 50 years ago, it can be difficult to do something radically different, and what counts as radical is far more permissive. In this context, the 2025 Lamborghini Temerario is a big step for a company whose ethos revolves around the contatch. It's okay to be skeptical. At first glance, this is yet another low-slung, wedge-shaped supercar from a marque known for almost nothing but. While there are several individual elements you can tie to the Rivuelto hypercar and Urus SUV, the Temerario, Italian for daredevil, the company says, charts a new direction for Lamborghini design as it takes over for the discontinued Huracan. What jumps out more than anything are the softer, more organic curves hiding behind the sharp character lines punctuated with a repeating hexagonal motif inspired by the 1967 Marzal concept. Also of note are the new slimline headlights and their surrounds that make us think of the Ferrari 296 GTB in 12-cylindry, and which are a major departure from the direction set by the Huracan and Rivuelto. We also acknowledge the return of the big side inlet from the Gallardo that the Huracan eschewed. From the rear, we get a lot of 1960s Le Mans cars from the exposed engine, an idea cribbed specifically from the Rivuelto, to the almost fully exposed tires and plethora of venting around the single center exit exhaust. Despite the truncated tail, the Temerario is 5.5 inches longer than the outgoing Huracan Technica. It needs all those inlets and outlets to both feed and cool the new twin-turbo plug-in hybrid 4.0-liter V8 powertrain we exclusively reported on back in 2022. Lamborghini has embraced forced induction with verve, planting a pair of turbochargers in the engine's V that blow into intercoolers mounted behind the scoops atop the rear fenders and vent through outlets around the taillights. So far, so supercar, but here's where things get wild. The V8, the first in a Lamborghini sports car since the company discontinued the Jalpa in 1988, spins to 10,000 revolutions per minute and makes 789 horsepower from 9,000 to 9,750 revolutions per minute and 516 pounds-to-foot of torque from 4,000 to 7,000 revolutions per minute. Helping it achieve those numbers is a thin axial flux electric motor sandwiched between the engine and 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, also cribbed from the Rivuelto, providing 148 horsepower and 221 pounds-to-foot. It's joined by two other electric motors Lamborghini hasn't elaborated on, but we're confident they'll be fitted to the front axle as they are in the Rivuelto. All working together, Lamborghini says the combined powertrain puts out 907 horsepower and 590 pounds-to-foot, allegedly good for a 2.7-second 0 to 62 mile per hour time on the way to a top speed exceeding 211 miles per hour.